I'm not ready. Cheers, it's Sunday, November 16th. C'est le weekend chit chat, and it is snowing, and my car doesn't have snow tires on. Because I like to live dangerously. Actually, it is now a law in Quebec that we have to have our snow tires by December 15th. So I'm not illegal yet. I don't intend to be. It's just that the snow tires I had on my previous car does not fit the one I have now. So I have to go buy tires, and I do believe that the garages will be full this week because people will be scared. The snow scared people. The snow doesn't terrify me in terms of driving, but when I see snow, I know winter is here, and I don't like winter. So, California, sunny destination. Think happy thoughts. Did you have a good week? I had a very busy week. The 12 days of Christmas videos for Scrapbook Centrale are starting on December 1st, so production is starting now. We've already started prepping for the products I'm going to be using. So all this to say that this week I did not put up a tutorial for you guys, but the room tour went was published on Monday, so I hope that you've all had a chance to see this room that I'm in, which I absolutely love. There were a lot of comments, a lot of views, so and if you haven't checked it out, you just scroll up in the under videos. It's also in my playlist, in my organizational playlist. On Tuesday, Steph, Sander, and I went to Vermont, Burlington, Vermont, and it was just relaxing. It was fun. We had no particular agenda. I wanted to go to Trader Joe's, and Steph and Sander wanted to check a few cafes, which we did, and then we ate at this awesome restaurant for lunch. I had a flatbread pizza at American Flatbread, I believe it's called. They cook the pizzas on an open fire. We have a few restaurants like that here in Montreal, but gluten-free pizza dough that was so tasty. It was the first time that I've ever tasted a gluten-free pizza that was amazingly tasty. And I know that they use local products, so I was trying to find where I could find that dough, but I didn't. I was unsuccessful, but I will check that out further. I will investigate, because that dough was just, it was awesome. It was really, really good. What else? Oh yeah, and then we went to this cafe, and I posted an Instagram. I'm trying to reviving my Instagram account, because I think it's a fun app, and it's a fun thing to use on the go. So I kind of posted a little video, and that was taken at the Cafe Magliano? No, hold on. Cafe Maglianero? Yeah, in Burlington. I don't drink coffee, but she made me this amazing lemonade. It was Earl Grey and grapefruit beverage, lemonade. I don't know what they call it, but it was so good. So good. So Earl Grey tea and grapefruit. It was awesome. We also found a Trader Joe's, so we went there, and I was a little disappointed, but it was still, a lot of fun to go see what's out there. And the one thing that came good out of it is their bags. I love their bags. Oh, they're so much fun. They're brown bag. And they had put two bags, one in the other. Like, they had doubled up my bag. So I have a little project to do with that. I'm going to talk to you about that later, or in another video. I also bought a pack of these awesome napkins. Look at these. That was not a Trader Joe's. I forget where it was. Bennington Potters North. Awesome store. It was in an old building. It was a 3-story building, super old, but great stuff in there. But I just bought a pack of paper napkins. That was my big purchase. No, actually, I bought Frida Kahlo's book, because I had a good deal on it. And that was our trip to Vermont. It was fun. We came back at around 9:30, and I was pooped. This old gal, walking up and down the hills. She's not in shape. She's got to get in shape. the rest of the week was just spent working, eating, sleeping as usual. Nothing too special. But on Friday night, I had the pleasure of attending a class given by Jamie Doherty, who is visiting Scrapbook Centrale for the weekend. And I love the project I made. Friday at home was a very bad day. I had the intention of filming a tutorial for you and nothing was working. It was not happening. I was almost on the verge of tears because I thought, okay, I need to be creative because that's my job, and I couldn't do it. And then Friday night, I went to that class and it kind of revived me, and it made me realize that you can't push it. Not only you can't push it, but I think my problem is I'm by nature a perfectionist, so I'm trying to have immediately good results, and when that doesn't happen, it's frustrating. And I know I preach, you know, embrace your mistakes and whatnot, and it is true. I do embrace my mistakes because I do make a lot, but some days that is even hard to do. So on Friday night when I came into the class, I thought, okay, let's leave the stress at home and let's just enjoy that class. And oh my goodness, it was so fantastic. I'm going to hook up the camera up there and I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so this is a new Dilutions book that I just started. Oops. I just put my name on it for now. But here is the double page that we did in Jamie's class. And what we did was we took this stencil and we traced just the outline of the face features. And then we needed to shade in such a way, you know, to make her more alive. And this is just done with a pencil. And then we sealed it with Spectrafix. And then we dropped a whole bunch of color. Oh, actually, I just used two. I used the Color Bloom spray in Glistening Waves. And this one here, which I love, this one is Sorbet. So I used just these two colors, and that's, no, I used something else. Yes, I used the Summer Sky as well. So this is like a, kind of like a darker blue. So this is more like a turquoisey color, or aqua. And this is more of a blue color. And she showed us how to use the sprays to get little drops instead of big sprays. But I love these sprays. They're gross. Something is rubbing off on me. Okay, this is chalk ink, and it's still not dry after 2 days. These are the edgers. They're also by Prima. This one is in the color Farmer Jeans. So that's what I used to do the feather. The feather comes from this stencil, again by Jamie, and the flowers is from another stencil which belonged to Giselle. So I kind of borrowed it for the class, which I don't have, but it's got a few flowers and a few other elements in it. And then these things here are stamps by Natalie Kalbach. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And the dots that you see here, the random dots, they are from this. There's a stamp set, and this is the stencil that comes with it. It's kind of a flimsy stencil, but you can get pretty much, I mean, if you clean it regularly, you'll be able to hold on to it for a long time. So this is what I use to create the dots here and there, just to add a little bit more interest. And then the rest was done with this and this, I believe, yes. So it was a lot of fun to do. The class was very relaxed. I'm very happy with how she turned out. I'm not quite happy with the nose. It has like 2 big spots on there, but all in all, I'm quite happy with her. So like I said, this is a new book I just started, and I think I'm going to try and keep the texture at a minimum in this one, just so that I can have a nice book to be able to draw in it. And I'll probably have another one just for goofing off, or, you know, to have a lot of texture. But this one I'd like to keep flat so I can do more pages. I can't wait to do more drawings. That class last night kind of gave me the taste for drawing again, so I might do a little bit more drawing from now on. But yeah, that was Jamie's class. So the class was so relaxing. Jamie's a very down-to-earth, relaxed person, and it was just a joyful experience. It was just fun to do, no pressure, and because we used a stencil, the rest was just, you know, adding shadows. It was a lot of fun. So it's okay to use stencils. If you don't want to draw from scratch, it's okay. Or use a stamp. I use stamps for faces all the time. I've used Donna Downey's stamps. I've used Jamie's stamps as well to create a face. You know, you don't have to start from scratch, really. And you can totally change the look of a stamp just by adding shadows or colors or paint or whatever. So that was that. And that night, of course, this came in. Dina Wakley's new book. So yeah, I got tempted. I purchased it. It was my big expense. But I haven't, I've only gone this far. So this will be probably my treat for tonight. Okay, remember I told you earlier that Friday was like a total washout for creativity? Actually, that's not quite true, and I retract my words because now I just found something that I wanted to share with you. Actually, two things. But here's how I decided that Friday was a big mistake. I want to to decorate my new place seasonally. So it's Christmas, I know we're kind of late, but I wanted to make a Christmassy canvas, and I have a vision in my head of this very flashy colored Christmas tree, and I want it done in a very specific way. So I was trying to use pouring medium and matte gel medium together with paint and see if I could achieve what I wanted to achieve. And that totally failed. But as I was doing this, I was also testing my material or my supplies on a palette paper. And I created my very first skin. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of that term. It'll be tough for me to show you. See this? Look at this. This is pouring medium, matte gel, paint, and check this out, Swarovski crystals. So, of course, when I came to remove it from the palette paper, a lot of it stuck to the paper. Not stuck to the paper, but broke and kind of like folded onto itself, like this piece here. Which was a total waste. But I salvaged this piece here, and look how fun this is. You can either use it on this side or on that side, but I love, love, love how the crystals got embedded in there. So I'm going to probably try to do a demo. And I'm in the dark again, I do apologize. A demo or do a project with this because this is so much fun, so much fun. So that was Friday, not too bad. And I was also watching Shannon Green's, nope, not Shannon Green's, Patti Parrish's Ustream feed from last week or a week ago, I don't remember, last week. And she was saying how she went to this wonderful retreat and they tried a whole bunch of things, and one of them was an alcohol ink class on this specific paper that she was talking about. And the more she was talking about it, I thought, wait a second, I have that paper. She was talking about a paper that's made of rocks. Well, it's actually made of stone, like crushed stone. And I have this, sorry, that was my note. I have this book that I had bought a long, long time ago. It's got like blank pages and grid paper, but I wish you could feel the texture. It's kind of like plasticky. I don't know how to explain this, but it's tough to tear. I mean, you know, look, I'm trying to tear it and it doesn't, it just stretches. So, and then I looked in the back and it does say stone paper. So her technique that she learned was using a stencil with alcohol inks on this paper. It also works with Yupo. I have Yupo paper, but I really wanted to try it on this kind of paper. So I took a small paper and the stencil, and by dropping the alcohol inks in the opening, it creates something like this. Check this out. Isn't this fun? So she's done it in, like she showed it completely. She showed the technique actually on her video. So you might want to check her out, and I will link that particular video in the description so that you can go check it out, because it's just phenomenal. She's made one with poppies. It was just so yummy. I will do this technique on Yupo paper. I will try it, but so much fun. But it only works on the stone paper and Yupo paper. So go check that out. Next, I want to introduce a new segment in my weekend vlogs, and it is the question and answer segments, because I do now get a lot of questions and also comments, so I do want to touch on that. And replying to the question through YouTube, which I already do, does not give the information particularly to all of my subscribers, and some of these questions are really good questions, and that's information that everybody can benefit from. So this is going to be the first Q&A. As I was mentioning in my room tour, I do have overstock in the other room, and that is where my stamp sets are stored, and also my ink pads and my dies. I do have quite a bit of dies and embossing folders and thin dies and whatnot. So these are in the other room, and do not worry, you will get to see all that as soon as I finish that room. So that's where they are stored. Yes, my studio is organized. That's what helps me create better. Now, a good friend of mine, Danielle, was saying that not everybody has the gift of organization. For me, it's instinctual. Is that a word? Other people, it doesn't come as easily, and I happen to enjoy it. Some people don't enjoy that. But if it's something that you want, go get it, go do it. There is a way to do it so that it doesn't have to be complicated. But in saying that, not everybody can create in a place where everything is put away. A lot of people, I know, my sister-in-law as well, she likes to have her stuff in plain sight. That's what helps her create. That's what inspires her. So, yeah, my room is organized. It's clean. I do realize that for two reasons. A, it's my living room, so I don't want people to see stuff all over the place when they walk into my place. But it is also for me, because I do like to create when I have a clean slate in front of me. But not everybody is like that, so it's okay. Do what feels right for you. If you want to have shelves of color and supplies in front of you, go ahead and do that. It doesn't have to be neat, and it doesn't have to be messy. It's whatever you like. Carol, my wing castellers are now standing up. Remember last week I was telling you about how I can't reply to some comments because I don't know, for some reason your account does not allow me to go and hit a reply because there's just no reply button for me to click or something like that. Carol RB has sent me a message saying that the Wink of Stella brushes, these little puppies, have to be stored standing up. She noticed in my studio tour that my Wink of Stellas were stored horizontally. So I listened and I put them in a container like this, so now they are standing up, and thank you very much. I feel a little embarrassed. I feel a little embarrassed about that comment, because I do work for a store. And I should know, and I should have read the package, but apparently it says so on the package that these brushes need to be stored standing up. So Carol, thank you so much, and shame on me for not knowing that. I have blinds. I have blinds that are semi-transparent. I can see outside. but they can't see me inside. So at night, or when it comes close to 4 o'clock, because now the sun sets really, really early, I pull the blinds down and they can't really see what I'm doing. And I don't walk around naked, so it's not a big problem. Just thought I might add that. These are the cubbies that most people were referring to with this question. I got this question a lot. These were bought by a friend of mine years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago in the States, and they were from a company called Studio3Solutions.com. Now, I know that I have sent this info to a few of you, and unfortunately I should have checked the link before. That link is no longer, they don't seem to be in business anymore. The link is live and you see like a bunch of categories for storage, but when you click on each of them, it doesn't bring you to anything. So I kind of have a feeling that they're no longer in business, unfortunately. So, sorry. I'm sure you can find other solutions online. She actually bought them from the web link and not an actual store. And they were originally intended for Copic storage, which brings me to this next question. And the answer to this is no. A Copic marker is an airtight marker, which means that the caps, when they go on, when you hear that click, it's airtight. So for that purpose, they don't need to be stored horizontally. You can store them horizontally if you want to, but I was even told that it is better to store them vertically. Now that, I don't know why, but no, they do not need to be stored this way. So I have mine in the Copic bag, and the Copic bag was especially made for that. It comes with little baskets inside where you can put your Copic markers in. Now, the @U Spica, the glittery markers that are made by Copic, these have to be stored horizontally, but these, no. You can store them vertically. So that's it for the Q&A. I have a few projects in the works. It's just a question of finding the time to do them. This week is a week of appointments. I finally was called, I've been on a wait list for the past 2 years to get a family doctor. I was called last week and they found a family doctor for me, so yay. I'm going there on Monday. I have a hair appointment. I have Steph's driver's exam or driving exam. You know, life happens. So I'll see how much I can get done, and plus I need to work on the 12 days of Christmas. And that is why you don't see the display of my postcards in the back. I do have an idea on how to display them. I was trying to figure out how to do it, but I figured out how to do it, but I haven't had a chance to put it together. But I will get on this as soon as I can. And we're done. We're done with the weekend chit chat. I have to go and pick up Steph so that she can practice her parallel parking. And I have to remember to stay mum because I suck at parallel parking. So her instructor told her how to do it, and I will trust her because she's getting pretty good at driving. So the parking, she needs to practice for her exam on Tuesday. Like I mentioned before, I will answer questions and comments. I will include that in my weekend chit chats, but I do also answer the person directly. But I just think people need to know something, so I will share that in the Q&A. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!